Okay, class, we're going to continue our discussion last time, but this time we're going to talk about voice. It's another one of the 6 traits. Okay, when any of you are asked what is voice in a paper, what comes to mind?
The way it sounds when you say it out loud.
Anyone else?
The personality of the writer.
Personality. Personality is a key concept in voice. Anyone else?
What voice, how loud you're talking? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm
Could be, but in the
I'm
sense.
daydreaming.
Anyone else? Anyone else? No? Okay, well, we'll discuss some more. Probably should have done this first. Do you understand?
It's green. It's on.
Sketch it again.
No, it should be fun.
There it goes. Okay, class, we're going to take a few notes on what voice is. Okay. It's, can you see it? So I'm going to zoom now. Nothing.
That's fine.
Okay. It's essentially your fingerprints on a piece that's why personality plays a key role in putting your voice in a paper. You're supposed to make it individual and engaging, honest, committed, responsive, has a sense of personality. So it's essentially like a sense of the person behind the words. You get a feel of the author instead of just a flat piece. There's a quote about it. It says, "I never wrote a word that I didn't hear as I read." So keep that in mind. Whenever you're writing, make sure you are, like when you read it, you can hear it, like hear yourself saying it. A writer should share their feelings about the topic, care about what they're writing about, write to be read, speak directly to the reader, like generally without using the word you. You don't want to sound like you're talking in certain cases. If you're writing a formal paper, you don't want to talk to the audience. You just want to make sure that you're connecting with them. Give the reader a sense of the person behind the words again, and use language that brings the paper to life, like we talked about last lesson. Ways to do that are, voice isn't that hard. You just have to be yourself. Like, it's really not that hard. Think of your audience. The voice changes when the audience changes. For example, if you tell your mom how you wrecked your car, it's going to be a little different than how you tell your best friend. So make sure you're being relevant to your audience. If you can't relate, if it's a topic that you don't think you can relate to the audience, pretend like you're telling your best friend or a parent or a sort of audience that you feel like you could connect with. How do you feel about your topic? Put your feelings into your writing and don't be afraid to get personal and emotional. Show your readers instead of telling them. Same with your opinion, but don't forget to back it up. Whenever you're expressing an opinion in a piece, don't forget to have your reasons. And then use different angles. You can look at a topic differently, but decide which one you're most comfortable with. So you could use humor, seriousness, sarcasm, and you can also use like an unexpected angle. If you're talking about a wreck, you can make it humorous instead of serious. I have a few examples, a couple examples. This one has lack of voice. I went to my first day of high school today. It was way different than I expected. Can anyone tell me why that's lack of voice?
It's not really saying anything. It makes it specific to the person who's speaking.
Very general.
It's just saying, I went to school, was unexpected, and boring, what did you say?
I don't know why it's different. I don't know what they were expecting.
Yeah, they didn't elaborate. It's also a good thing that voice gives. You can, like, it's more like a conversation instead of just giving the facts, showing them instead of telling them. So here is a good use of voice. You want me to tell you what I expect of high school and how my expectations compare to reality? Ha, you're gonna love this. If I was gambling in Las Vegas, all of my money would be gone in half an hour. I was that far off. Why does that have good voice?
Thing is, the money gone, far off, reality.
It gives a sense more of like, use an expression to elaborate instead of just saying I went to school, it wasn't what I expected. And it tells you, it can tell you how far different it was than you expected. It's not just different, like you get an example of the difference.
Unless you gauge it, and it also gives you a sense that the writer has a sense of humor.
Humor is very good to use in the writing. Okay. These 5 sentences, I want you each to pick one and use like your tone of voice to explain like a story or a sentence. Give me a couple sentences about something that makes you sad, funny, it's funny, makes you angry. Yes?
It makes me sad when the sun doesn't come out for weeks.
Yes, it does. How could you like make that put more voice? Like, just like maybe like a conversation about that.
Instead of saying it makes me sad, I want to know. I would change sad to something better than sad.
Right. So you could say.
It makes me unhappy. It makes me glum.
I think glum is a very good word because that expresses your voice, because I wouldn't say glum.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I agree with that. Anything else you want to add to the sentence?
The first one? Or any of them?
Anyone?
Oh, all right. The most exciting thing I ever did was not school appropriate, so I wouldn't say it in this sentence.
All right. Gives you a sense of your personality, yeah.
There we go.
Anyone else? Any takers? Okay, well, we're going to do an activity you can do with a partner. You can do it by yourself if you want. You can go with a partner too. And then come up with, let's see, I have 3 pictures. Okay, this guy right here. Can you see him?
Well,
No?
That kind of.
Printer is over there, but it's like bullshit yellow. All these pictures have one thing in common: 12 people thinking about something. So what you can do is take these.
A white guy on the that makes it light.